Everyone. We are on our journey of Bhagavad Gita. Which shloka we have to go today, Kanti?
We have to start 13th shloka.
13. Yeah. We have come to a wonderful shloka. Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaram yovanam jara. This is a beautiful class because people of all age are sitting here. Say, for example, me, Ashok Kumar, and I saw one or two others, very senior people. We have begun our journey as child born in some house. And then we grew, then we became grown-ups, then we have had desires of family life and so on, and we have reached the other end, almost other end of our journey. That is just a natural. Krishna says, if you plant a paddy seed, it will be sprouting, becoming a plant, growing. When does it reach its perfection? When it produces a handful of paddy and it dries out. Naturally, it dries out, giving to many a handful of paddy, and that's the end of it. So is the case with human beings, not to be worried about that. That's what the Krishna is saying. Dehi nosmin yata dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara. In this body, we have kaumaram, that is childhood, yauvanam, youth and the other strong part of our life, and then jara, old age, and then tata deha prapti. Someday, we do not know when it is, for anybody for that matter, there is an expiry date on all of us written. Not very clearly, of course. We seniors see that there is something like 20 and the other two numbers are missing. 2000, that much is clear. What is the next number? We really do not know. So there is an expiry. Tata dehantara prapti. Naturally, we have to leave the body. Whether we weep, we are not, we don't want to die, we can't help it. Tata dehantara prapti dhiras tatra muhyati. A man with knowledge is called dhira. Person, a wise person, dhira, means a strong man, mentally, physically, spiritually strong man, doesn't grieve over what is happening in the body. We were children, we were grown-ups, we had our way of life, and then the end is coming. Nobody should be grieving for what is happening to the body. That is what Arjuna is being told by Krishna, not to worry about the Bhishma, Drona and other people. That's the natural way it's going towards the end. As they are other means, they may have to be eliminated earlier. Nothing would happen, they would be reborn again. That's the principle with which Indian philosophy, all Indian philosophy, whether it's Hinduism, Jainism or Buddhism, all have the concept of rebirth. All have the concept of moksha. Moksha is that state where you are perfectly fine, done your all jobs, and not feeling the ownership of anything you have done. You just offer it at the feet of God and be relaxed. That's moksha. Moksha is not something that is not achievable, but let it happen in this life is our prayer. That's all. Dehi nosmin, in this body, Dehi nosmin yata dehe, kaumaram, you can underline those 3 or 4 words. Kaumaram, childhood, yavvanam, youth, jara, old age, and next line, tata dehantara prapti. After that, body will go, whether we like it or not, we have to go. Even those who will be searching for the money under their pillows for some evil purpose also, even such desirous people will have to leave the body. Here is a wonderful truth. Our Shastras do not say Krishna lived forever, Rama lived forever. If you go to Ramayana, you can see Rama leaving his body peacefully one day, having done all his duties. Same is the case with Krishna. He had a wonderfully active life, did everything that he could do to save Dharma. And when the day came, he was lying down under a tree very peacefully. Some man who thought his thumb of his foot looked like a parrot to him from a long distance. So he was a shooter. He shot an arrow to the finger of Krishna. Came near and found that he had beaten Krishna with his arrow. And then Krishna convinced, no, don't worry. I had also beaten you from behind in my previous life because you were Vali in your previous life. Remember that I had shot you from behind because you had a boon from the God that nobody should be able to defeat you when being in front of you. So I had shot you. You have repaid your duty. Nothing would happen. Relax, he said, and left his life. This is there. So our weeping that we should not go is itself is a wrong thing. That's what Arjuna is telling. That's what Krishna is telling to Arjuna and to me and others who want to listen to Bhagavad Gita. Dhirastatra namuhyati. A great man, a grand man, man of knowledge, will not worry about the death. It is the natural stages that go on happening to us. Some year we will be in one stage, another will be in the other, another time we will be in other, and naturally end stage will also come. That will happen. Nothing to worry. Krishna is telling to Arjuna and to me and you. To understand this secret of life, I think we can repeat. Dehinosmin yata dehe.
Dehinosmin yatha dehe.
Kaumaram yavvanam jara.
Kaumaram yavvanam jara.
Tata dehantara praptihi.
Tatha dehantara praptihi.
Dhirastatra namuhyati.
Dhirastatra namuhyati.
Dehinosmin yata dehe.
Dehinosmin yatha dehe.
Kaumaram yavvanam jara.
Kaumaram yauvanam jara.
Tata dehantara prapti.
Tatha dehantara prapti.
Dhirastatra namuhyati.
Dhirastatra namuhyati.
That is to say, simply Krishna is telling to Arjuna not to worry about the death. It is a natural thing that happens to each one of us, whether we like it or not. And it has come to you to fight back the evil. And then, Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkadam agamapai no nityam samstitiksha sobharata. I usually say, even if you listen 1,000 talk on Bhagavad Gita, you will not understand Bhagavad Gita unless you try to analyze each shloka by yourself. And Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, they are the 3 steps that we have. One listening, and another reflecting over it, and another trying to put it into practice. Three steps are there. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha. We all know that we have five senses and a mind. All our knowledge come to us from our senses. When I open my eyes, I can see you on the screen. That is, the vision comes to me through my eyes. When Kavita Deshpande repeats after me, I hear her voice. That comes to me through my ears. So is the case with other senses. If I happen to take a piece of jamun in my mouth, that sweetens. And I get an experience of sweet. And also the touch experience. And mind interprets all this. So the gate of our knowledge are our senses. Eyes, ears, nose, and tongue and skin. Tongue and skin. Only 5. And here is an interpreter. Whatever you see, you try to interpret it and say it is that, it is that, it is that, and so on. And all our sukha, dukkha come through this only. Supposing I open the eyes, I see a beautiful sunrise through my window. It gives me happiness. Supposing I see at the same time when I open the window, I see somebody is beating somebody else, it hurts me. So our senses has an external situation there. So certain things promote my sukha, certain things promote my dukkha. Certain weather promotes me heat, certain weather promotes me cold. They come and go. Don't be worried about that. Tam stitikshasva bharata, that is what he says. He says, bear them, they bear the physical pains and the mental pains. They come and they go. Today's sorrow may be a great game changer in your life, wherein sometimes you may overcome it and you may become a very wonderful human being. So whatever comes to you in the form of matra and sparsha, the senses and their sensates. I have eyes and I have an object in front of me. So those two together we get knowledge of seeing and listening and touching and tasting and so on. And I interpret. Here is a wonderful thing Krishna is telling us. God has given us a healing ability, wonderful healing ability that happens by itself, even with disease. Whatever medicine given by a doctor, if patient's will is not there to get healed, he cannot be healed. So also, Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, they come there, we have to bear it. There is no other go. When we have a wound, if we keep it clean, within a week the skin will come there and cover it. Who did the medicine there? There is medicine maker inside each one of us. And also there are certain situations we have to take care of to be healthy and happy for a long time, which we will come to know in Bhagavad Gita at a later time. But here he is saying, these body changes, they definitely happen. Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, all there, but they come and go. Krishna, Arjuna, just try to bear them peacefully. Just try to bear them as they come. Now it is hot. A month later, it will be cold. Go through the hot period, then you will get to the rainy season. Go through that season peacefully, then you will get another season. So is the case with our body also. So we have to bear the trouble. If we complain, I should not have it, I should not have it, nothing would happen. You only grieve for what cannot be cured. What cannot be cured must be endured is an old proverb. So these things come and go. Just face them, Arjuna. That's good for you, he is saying. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkha. Kaunteya is the name of Arjuna in this shloka. Matra sparsha means the sense and the sensate, the objects and the senses. In fact, there is one philosophy by David Hume who says, we do not know anything other than what is coming to us every second. I don't know, I can't say there is an object. I can't say there is a vision for me which I am getting looking at you. How do you prove that? You have no proof. You have only thinking that there is somebody sitting in front of you. Even if you touch, it is a simple experience which skin tells you, and so on. So this titikshasva means bear the trouble, endure the pains. That is what Krishna is telling to us. Supposing we begin to weep, it's night, it's night, it's night, we have to weep for 8 hours until it gets morning. If we just say, it is just night, let me be patient, you go to sleep, within minutes you get up in the morning. It is how to take the life decides on the person who takes it. If you have a knowledge of this, pains also can be borne with all ease. That is what Arjuna is advised by Krishna. I think we can repeat. Matra sparshastu kaunteya
Matra sparshastu kaunteya
शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः
शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः
अगमापायिनो नित्यान्
आगमापायिनो नित्यान्
तां स्थितिक्षस्व भारत
तां स्थितिक्षस्व भारत
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय
शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः
शीतोष्ण सुख दुःखदाः
आगमापायिनो नित्यान्
आगमापायिनो नित्यान्
तां स्थितिक्षस्व भारत.
तां स्थितिक्षस्व भारत.
Second line, Agamapaino, they come and go, they are Anitya. You can see those words. Agamapaino, they come and go, they are Anitya. Therefore, Tam Stitikshasva. Therefore, try to endure them. What cannot be cured must be endured. That is the simple advice given by Krishna to Arjuna. Let's go ahead. यम्हिन व्यतीयन्ते ते पुरुषं पुरुषश्रवः सुख दुःख सुखम सम दुःख सुखम धीरम सोमृतत्वाय कल्पते. You cannot get a spiritual book so logical and so perfect. Step by step he gives an argument as if you do in step by steps in your mathematics. Exactly, that is the conclusion to which you have to come, no other conclusion. Yamhina vyatayante te. Yam means those. Those means Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, what he said in the previous shloka. The man whom Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha do not bother, Purusham, Purushashrabha. Purushashrabha is the name of Arjuna. Krishna calls him as Purushashrabha. Samadukha Sukham Dhiram. He who faces life with equal Sukha and Dukkha takes it as equal. Somrtatvaya kalpate. Wonderful. He is here ultimate explanation. So amrtatvaya kalpate. Amrtatva means moksha. You can write that. So amrtatvaya kalpate means the man who has learned to bear all things that come in his life with all ease, without grumbling, knows the truth. Amrtatvaya kalpate. He is suitable for moksha. What a wonderful thing. Amrtatva means moksha. Moksha is not something that comes to only some people who are doing meditation on the mountains of Himalaya or who are wearing kavi. For Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna can be a fighter with moksha. A man can be a housewife, can get moksha when she loves doing her work with all satisfaction. It is a thing that is possible for all. Only Bhagavad Gita tells that. Krishna in the end says a wonderful thing which you will come across in your journey. So moksha is, don't think that being relaxed in life is only possible for those who have deserted everything. They have left the family, they are staying there as sannyasi somewhere. Not that. Those who are inside the family also can practice these great qualities which Krishna says and be absolutely relaxed in life. Absolutely relaxed. Just possible. If not, Bhagavad Gita has no meaning for us. Whatever situation you are in, if you learn to take the situation as it is, you are relieved. It's your duty to say, face it. And God, being inside you, will give the capacity to face it if you have a belief in God. So he says, those whom those things do not bother, which things Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha do not bother, he bears them as equally. takes life as it comes, with all the efforts that he does and works all the work that he does as a duty to perform in the world. Samadukka Sukham Dhiram. You can also underline that. Samadukka Sukham Dhiram. This Dhira, great man, that word has come in the 13th shloka also. A wise person, grand man, man of knowledge, Dhira, so Amritatvaya Kalpate. He is eligible for liberation. He is eligible for liberation. Liberation means you cannot run away from the world. You learn the way to face the world. Learn the way to be in the world. That can give liberation to anybody. That's what Krishna is telling to Arjuna and to each one of us. Yam hina vyatayante te purusham purushashabha. That yam refers to Sitoshna Sukha Dukkha of the previous shloka. I think you got that. The man whom Sita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha do not bother. Samadukka Sukham Dhira. That man who takes Sukha and Dukkha equally. So Amritatvaya Kalpate. That man is eligible for moksha. What a wonderful advice. A man who has to fight the war can think of moksha. I was telling you yesterday, I think of two great mantras in this culture. Both were told to us in the war field. Aditya Hridaya was one, told to Rama by Agastya when he was in grief. And another one which is in your hand, Bhagavad Gita, told to Arjuna by Krishna in the war field itself. I think we can repeat. Yam hina vyatayante te
यं हि न व्यथयन्ते ते
purusham purushashabha
पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभा
samadukka sukham dhiram
समदुःखसुखं धीरं
somrutatvaya kalpate.
सोमृतत्वाय कल्पते
Yam hina vyatayante te
यं हि न व्यथयन्ते ते
purusham purushashabha
पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभा
samadukka sukham dhiram
समदुःखसुखं धीरं
somrutatvaya kalpate.
सोमृतत्वाय कल्पते.
And another truth he says, we are all made of two things. One is body, the other there is a spirit that runs through this life, even after this life, that is called Atman later. Arjuna, Krishna wants to tell Arjuna about the greatness of this Atma, so he is making a small reference in the beginning. That which is true will not change, it will remain as it is. And that which is not true changes. What is today will not be there, that is not true ultimately. As in the previous shloka, our body becomes, we were born once, we grew up, we became young man, and we became old, and then one day the body had to be lived and flipped. So throughout that there was something which was not getting old at all. That is the spirit called Atma. That was there when you were born, that is there when you are here, that is there, that will be there when you leave your body. It will go to a new body. It will go to a new body. To give you an example, one paddy is sown, it will make a handful of paddy when it grows and it dries out. But those paddy seeds can make a field of paddy field. So that will go on like that. So that spirit will not die. There is something that doesn't die in us, is to be recognized by us. Not the mind, not 5 senses, not the 5 organs of action and 5 organs of sense, etc. There is something beyond that, that is called Atma. Don't think it is self as said in Christianity. In both those religions, the Atma is, you are an individual, you can go to hell, forever you will be at the hell. You go to heaven, supposing we do some good work, forever you will be in the heaven. For us, it's not the case. For us, moksha is the ultimate. Neither Vaikuntha, nor the Kailasa, nor the Naraka. No. Moksha, perfection, perfection. Do everything, relax. That happens in our life. Definitely that man is moksha. Nasato vidyate bhavaha. Untrue cannot exist at all forever. Na bhavo vidyate sataha. And the truth cannot disappear anytime. So there is never any being for real. So, for unreal, there is never being. Unreal doesn't exist forever. It appears today, disappears tomorrow. The truth never disappears. It was there, it is there, it will be there. That's the difference between the truth and the untruth. Truth and the untruth. That is what he says. Nasato vidyate bhava, na bhavo vidyate satah. Untruth cannot exist. That is to say, we think our life totally true. It goes on changing. What changes is not true. What changes is not true. There was something in each one of us that didn't change. The same I when I was born, same I when I was young, same I when I am old, same I when I am sick, same I when I leave my body and go to the other part. That constant won't change. So he is drawing our attention that there are two things in us, one changing, that is not real, another unchanging, that is real. The truth is unchanging, body is changing. However much we like, however much you color your hair, want to look young, a time will come, you will look like an awkward man with a black hair at 95. You only painted it. That doesn't give the truth. Truth is that it becomes white. So that goes on. That change is not permanent. It will happen. You cannot keep the same body forever. It will grow, become old, and one day it will disappear. That is not true that Krishna says, but the inside spirit, the Atman, doesn't die. That's the picture that he wants to give Arjuna, to me, to you, to recognize there is something permanent in me and you, which is not just the body, beyond that. That won't change, that will be there forever. That's what he wants to show by this. Nasato vidyate bhavaha. The unreal, there is never any being. Unreal never exists forever. For real, there is never a non-being. Real doesn't go at all. The ultimate truth of both is seen by the knower of truth. Those who know the truth know that I am not the body, I am that spirit, which is the cosmic spirit, expressing through me, expressing through you. It is expressing in the world, it is expressing itself as the plant, animals, so on and so forth. It's an expression of that cosmic consciousness we see in front of us. If we say that, we know the truth. That's Dhira knows the truth. Dhiras tatra namukhyati, he says. Tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshi means those who can see the philosophy behind this know this truth, not the otherwise. There are two things, the permanent and the temporary. The temporary or changing is not real ultimately. That doesn't change this Atman. Atman is always there, it was there, it's there, it will be there. That's the meaning of this shloka. I think we can repeat. Nasato vidyate bhavaha.
नासतो विद्यते भावः
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
नाभावो विद्यते सतः
Ubayorupi društvantaha.
उभयोरपि दृष्टवन्तः
Tanayostattvadarshibhihi.
तनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः
Nasato vidyate bhavaha.
नासतो विद्यते भावः
Na bhavo vidyate sataha.
नाभावो विद्यते सतः
Ubayorupi društvantaha.
उभयोरपि दृष्टवन्तः
Tanayostattvadarshibhihi.
तनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः.
Look here. Slowly he is bringing the awareness of Arjuna towards the Atman, Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvam idam tatam vinashamovyasya nakastit kartumarasi. Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvam idam tatam. Whatever we can see is an expression of that Avinashi. Avinashi means that cannot be destroyed, that cannot be killed. That was there, that is there, that will be there. That is what we call cosmic consciousness, God, Brahma, or Atma, whatever you call it. Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvam idam tatam. Arjuna, know it, the entire thing is pervaded with this Avinashi. That is, that cannot be destroyed. Vinasham avyavyasya nakasyat kartumarasi. Nobody can destroy that Avinashi. That which cannot die cannot be killed. What goes is body, the spirit in us, the Atman in us, will never go. From small human beings, one may become very wild and become a man of consciousness, cosmic consciousness, like Ramakrishna, Ramana Maharshi, Chandrasekhar Bharati, Shivakumar Swamiji, Siddheshwar Swami, and so on. There are hundreds and thousands of them around us. Wonderful human beings. When that happens, that their individual desires are not there. They have reached a perfection of life. Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvamidam tatam. Entire world is pervaded with that indestructible energy. Let's call it that word. That is God Himself. You are that, I am that, plant is that, universe is that, the bird that makes a small sound is that. Everything is covered by this Avinashi, that Chaitanya, that is Avinashi. Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvamidam tatam. It is the expression of that Avinashi in each thing that we can see. We are also expression of that cosmic consciousness in a small way. What purpose is there, we may not be able to know. But we are an expression of that one, that we are here. Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvamidam tatam. Know that by which this entire world is pervaded, indeed is indestructible. That Mahachaitanya, that's what I call in Kannada, cosmic consciousness, is everywhere. On your left, on your right, above, below, ultimately, inside is also the same spirit. You are an expression of that one. You are that. That's what is told to him by his guru, ultimately to Shvetaketu. Shvetaketu Tattvamasi. That is, you are that Shvetaketu. You are that which you are searching for. That cosmic consciousness you are. So here he says, Avinashi tu tadviddi yena sarvamidam tatam. What runs this changing world, what is behind this changing world, is Avinashi, indestructible. You cannot kill that. What you can kill is the body of Bhishma, body of Drona, body of Dhritarashtra children, and so on. Chaitanya, the spirit, the cosmic consciousness which is in them, cannot be done anything with. That will remain. Arjuna's confidence has to grow, thinking that this philosophy of eternal truth, so his duty is to protect Dharma. To protect Dharma, he has to fight the war, not with jealousy with Bhishma. They are not in the side of Dharma, so they are to be eliminated. Avinashi to the, if he doesn't do it, in natural course, they will also die after a few years. So even if they die, they will be reborn somewhere. Even if they were allowed, they will be living for a long time, do a lot of evil to the society, get out after some time. But as a king, it is his duty to protect the society. Therefore, he has to act that Chaitanya is Avinashi. The Chaitanya in each one of us, each living being is Avinashi. that pervades everywhere. It is there in the plants, in the animals, in the universe, which you can observe. The entire thing has two things: one the matter, other the spirit. The spirit is cosmic consciousness, the God, that is what we consider in philosophy. That doesn't die at all. Avinashi tu tadviddhiyena sarvamidam tatam. Entire thing is pervaded by this indestructible spirit. Vinasham avyasyasya na kaschit katvarsi. Who can destroy this indestructible? Who can destroy this? That is to say, nobody can destroy. It cannot be killed. So there is something in each one of us that doesn't die. Body goes, but still the spirit remains. And that spirit is nothing but the cosmic spirit expressing in the form of each one of you. Why we are so? What is the purpose? We have to find out according to Bhagavad Gita why we are here, what we are expected to do, how we are expected to do, what is going to be the end of life, how it happens in the next life. Everything you will get an answer to when we go to the Bhagavad Gita with awareness. I think we can repeat this shloka. Avinashi tu tadviddhi
Avinashi tu tadviddhi
yena sarvamidam tatam
yena sarvamidam tatam
vinasham avyasyasya
vinasham avyayasyasya
na kaschit kartumarhati.
nakaschit kartumarhati.
Avinashi tu tadviddhi
Avinashi tu tadviddhi
yena sarvamidam tatam
yena sarvamidam tatam
vinasham avyayasyasya
vinasham avyayasyasya
na kaschit kartumarhasi.
nakaschit kartumarhati.
He has given a new concept to Arjuna. It may not be understood with one example, one explanation. So Krishna repeats these things many times so that Arjuna, with lot of grief, takes the truth into his heart. Antavanta ime deha nitya shokta sharirinaha. A beautiful shloka, once again you can underline. Antavanta ime deha. All bodies have an end. Dehas will have an end. Whether we like it or not, it will go. Antavanta ime deha nitya shokta sharirinaha. The spirit that is in me and in you, that cosmic spirit which is expressing you, is Nitya. Nitya means permanent.
Forever.
We are all a combination of permanent and the impermanent. Impermanent is the body, permanent is the spirit. Antavanta ime deha. These bodies have got an end. Nitya shokta sharirinaha. That shariri, who is inside me and inside you, so that I see, so that I talk, so that I touch, so that I do all my work, is that spirit. It cannot be changed. Body goes, the spirit doesn't. That's what he wants to say once again to Arjuna. Antavanta ime deha. Look here, whatever may be your language, you know the meaning. These dehas have got an end. The bodies have to go one day. Antavanta ime deha. These bodies, however you may love yourself, you can't keep the body. Supposing you go to gym and keep your fitness wonderfully, thinking that you would be there for 100. No, there is an expiry date written. Some of the bodybuilders die earlier than the others who do not build their body at all. Keep healthy for a long time. That's good. That's healthy concept of life. Antavanta ime deha. These bodies have got an end time. Nityashokta sharirinaha. The Atman in each body is permanent. Nitya, that is there permanently. It was, it is, it will be. That is it. Nityashokta sharirinaha. Anashino apramayasya tasmad yuddhishta bharata. That is anashi. You cannot destroy. You cannot destroy. And also, apramaya means that you have to realize it only in meditation or seeing the truth of life. That cannot be proved with an experiment in a lab. That cosmic consciousness in us. That cannot be proved. Say, that I was referring to that. There is one Kannada sentence which I saw there. That is like this. That which cannot be Antavante Medeha. What's the number of the shloka, that one?
18, Guruvale.
Yes. You cannot prove them with lab examples, because that is also beyond. So that is beyond proof. How do we know it? By that experience of dhyana. Dhyani in Atmani Pashyanti, that's what we do in everyday shloka. Dhyana avastita tadgatena mansa pashyanti yogino. Yogis see it in the highest form of meditation in their dhyana. That is cannot be proved with our physical experiments. That's what he is saying. Anashino, that cannot be destroyed, that cannot be proved. Tasmad Yudyasva Bharata. Arjuna, Krishna doesn't forget Arjuna at all in Bhagavad Gita. We think Bhagavad Gita is a great book to be kept in our God's room. Krishna is telling Arjuna, with all this philosophy, you have to do your duty of fighting. Tasmad Yudyasva Bharata, underline that. Therefore fight back. If that philosophy is great and leave everything and go to the forest was there, Arjuna himself has asked, let's go, let them kill me. Krishna would have taken the chariot back. No, Krishna has come to establish dharma. He will do it at any cost. Even if Arjuna doesn't fight, this war is not going to stop. That's what he will say in the next chapter, which we will be surprised to know. Antavanta ime deha nityaschokta sharirinaha. These dehas have got an end. The dehi, that's what the spirit in which one of us is nitya, means permanent. Permanent means that does not become non-existent at any time. That is anashino, you cannot kill it. Aprameya, you cannot prove it like you can prove a square plus b square is equal to, and so on and so forth. That is something which has to be realized, which cannot be given proof of it. So that is the greatness of the spirit which Arjuna is being told by Krishna in the war field. Antavanta ime deha. These bodies have got an end. And nityashokta sharirina, second part of the first line, that Chaitanya in me and in you is nitya, that was there before we were born, that is there, it is in the body now, that will be there when we leave the body later. That will continue. How long this individual will continue? There is one concept beautiful in our culture. Until your karmas are worn out, until you become perfect, you reach perfection, there is no need to be born once again. That will happen sometimes in the future. That's what Krishna promises Arjuna and promises every reader of Bhagavad Gita. Antavanta ime deha nityashokta sharirina anashino, that cannot be destroyed, aprameyo, and the same time cannot be proved at all. Tasmad yudyasva bharata. Underline that. Tasmad yudyasva bharata. We say Bhagavad Gita is giving a philosophy to a man who take Atma Jnana. It is to be had while you are doing your job wherever you are. Never a minute he will allow you to get out of your position. You are working as an engineer in some case. After reading Bhagavad Gita, I left it. Krishna didn't say that you did it. You are a doctor, you having serving people. Krishna says, Atma Jnana, leave your profession as working as a doctor. You didn't do the job that you wanted to do. You are born to do that, you didn't do it. A perfection is where you are there. You have to see the truth, doing all our jobs around us. Therefore, Antavanta ime deha nityasya shirira tasmad vidyasya bharata. Therefore, Arjuna fight. So he didn't say, let's go back. I will turn the chariot. No. Fight. Nothing would happen. You are a warrior. You have got a right to get killed or to kill. Both you have got. Krishna says that also. For a kshatriya, for a warrior, there are two options in war. One, he can kill the enemies. Other, he may also be get killed. While they go there, they are prepared for both. If not, they should not be there. That's not their job. A coward who runs with the gun on his back towards the camp is not a coward. He must be shot then and there. They are not kshatriyas. They are there to protect dharma. Their duty is to do that. They ought to do it. They cannot run away and take sannyasa. What is sannyasa? Krishna says, which we will come to later. That mental sannyasa should be there when you do your jobs. Antavanta ime deha nityashlokta sharina. These dehas have got an end. The dehi, which he referred to earlier shloka, the dehi, that is the spirit inside each one of us, the Atman, is nitya. That is permanent. Anashino apramaves. This Atman cannot be destroyed, indestructible, and also cannot be proved with material example. Therefore, fight back. Tasmad vidyasya bharata. Let us repeat. Antavanta ime deha
Antavanta ime deha
nityashokta sharirinaha
nityasyokta sharirinaha
anashino aprameyasya
anashino aprameyasya
tasmad vidyasya bharata.
tasmadyudhyasva bharata.
Antavanta ime deha
Antavanta ime deha
nityashokta sharirinaha
nityasyokta sharirinaha
anashino aprameyasya
anashino aprameyasya
tasmad vidyasya bharata.
tasmadyudhyasva bharata.
We will stop that because we have to introduce each other. You can do the prayer, Kavita.